We are talking all things insurance with Christopher Cook from Alliance Insurance Services. This person says, I was told over 30 plus years that I don't need flood insurance because I'm not in a flood area. I ask every year when it's time to renew, but they say I don't need it. So what's the deal?
Sure. That's a personal decision. I'm glad you're asking the question. Over 75% of the damage caused by flood in our state is in non-flood areas. So you can still flood just because you're not in what's called a high flood prone area. Doesn't prevent us from having floods. Greensboro has them. San Antonio, Texas has them. All over the state. It just isn't at the beach or other low-lying areas.
Okay. This person says, I've heard that the state of North Carolina fixes auto insurance rates. If so, does that mean that every insurance company has the same rates?
The Department of Insurance here in North Carolina works very, very hard on the behalf of the consumers. So they do set limits on what carriers can charge. But this still is a capitalist economy, and carriers charge different rates based on their risk tolerance and what risk profiles that they see fit. So there's still competition in the marketplace.
All right, and so the best way to explain it, right, because North Carolina, you have to go to the commission and they say you can charge up to this amount, and some companies charge that amount, some companies charge less, but they can charge all the way up and down to that. Okay. This person's asking, is hail damage covered by comprehensive insurance?
It absolutely is on the automobile policy, yes.
Okay, this next question, we've answered it many times. It's a goodie. Who is liable if your neighbor's tree falls on your house?
Mother Nature.
Okay, but
your homeowner's policy is going to pay the claim.
Okay, and so let's kind of just delve into that just a little bit, because a lot of people think, well, it was their tree.
Yeah, again, I say it in jest, but we can't sue Mother Nature. Nature is what it is. Divine beings, weather, however you want to look at that, and the damage is to your home. You bought insurance to protect your property from damage, and the insurance company's job is to pay for that. It's not to place fault on Mother Nature or your neighbor for planting a beautiful maple, or the person that built the home 100 years ago for planting a beautiful oak. It's not the way it works.
Mm-hmm. So no matter where the tree comes from, unless you put it in writing that it's a dangerous tree, it's going to be your insurance that pays for it. All right, this person's asking, do homeowners policies cover water leaks and pipes in the wall?
Yeah, I said earlier in the segment that we want to focus on sudden and accidental. Pipes rupture, pipes leak, pipes spring a leak. Sudden and accidental damage is always covered by homeowners insurance policy. Something that happens over years or months is not sudden and accidental. It's wear and tear, and it's unfortunate, and it can be very expensive. But if mold is grown, usually it's not sudden and accidental.
All right, this person's asking, if I have a trailer home, what type of insurance do I get?
It would be a mobile home policy. There's a few coverage differences, but primarily those policies are the same as homeowners policies. There are some coverage differences, but it's called a mobile home policy in our state.
Unless, of course, you're renting, and then you just need to get renter's insurance.
Right, an HO4, the industry will call it, but yes, a renter's policy.
And a lot of people will say, well, won't my landlord just cover it? I mean, if the fire was not my fault, the fire. We'll be putting all of this online in the Who Wants to Know section in case you missed any of it.